Never been worried about the change in the weather. Little too cold to feel the sunshine. If everyone thought the same, we'd be in the land of never. It's not the same at the end of the lifeline. Never been thinking about the why or the weather. Spinning is singing like a siren in the sun. Wind is howling, it's just the waves that took us under. Falling around and bringing up whispers by the ton. Giving it all in the cable. Never to say, you know, it's quiet under the table. Giving it home under the bubble. Bring me closer to the fire on the double. Freeze high, fuel low. Keep your head down 'cause you need to go. Everyone has to face the storm in the winter. The hounds are howling in the frenzy and the fray. The tails are coming and it's time to man the tiller. Better get going before the blue dissolves to gray. Giving it all in the cable. It's never to say, you know, it's quiet under the table. Freeze high, fuel low. Keep your head down 'cause you need to go. Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gino Spot. Every single Tuesday, every single Tuesday, 6:30, we go for this. It's about putting PE where it should be on the map, and we need to make sure that we, as a unit of Nelson Mandela Bay, we need to keep together. We need to stick together. We need to help each other. I know you're looking at this. This is cool. Huh? I know. I don't even play keyboards, but this is from Ian von Memety. I thought we're going to be talking about the Nelson Mandela Arts Festival, which is here in Gqeberha. It is like it's going to be bigger than the Grahamstown Festival very soon. That's how it's going to go. It's the third year, and we're going to be talking about it, making sure we know exactly what's going on. Just a quick thank you to our sponsors, Fitch and Leeds. And we've got the penguins. There's the pineapple lemonade. I'm actually having one right at the moment. Yeah, the pineapple lemonade. If you buy one of these, they will donate a section of it to our penguins in the bay as well, which need it so badly. And then of course, Fat Cats Catering. We've got Fat Cat. Look at that. I've got in between Fat Cats. Grace, thank you for bringing us our food. She always does it as well. And I can show the food as well. I can bring it up. Check out the burgers. It's a lovely burgers. Thank you, Grace, for this lovely food for our guests and for myself as well. I don't mind having a little bite. Obviously, every single Tuesday. That's also another little reminder for me. Bay West Center Stage at Bay West. We are putting on our shows from March. We start and we are going full taps. We've got an amazing lineup of shows. Make sure you pop into centerstage.co.za and check out the Center Stage at Bay West site so that you can see where to go. We've got a whole bunch of matinees because for some of the old people, they say we'd like to have a matinee so that we can drive. We don't like to drive in the night time. So that's you have no more excuse. You can come out to Bay West. And not only is it Center Stage out there, but there's a whole bunch of stuff happening. There's the karting, there's gaming, there's a selfie museum, there's stuff for the kids to do. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And no matter where you are, what you're doing, give us a comment. Stick a comment put something in the comments and say how's it. We are here, so you can ask us anything throughout the evening. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight in. We go well. First of all, wait, one more thing is that I did ride the Herald this weekend. The Herald a cycle tour was unbelievable this weekend. It was such a chias there. From the ride itself is fantastic. I just love the people of PE come out, even the early mornings. They were there in the side of the road, clapping us on, making sure we made it right around that course. 106 kilometers on the road bikes, and a great bunch of entries. I don't know how many there were, but there were a lot of cyclists there, which was fantastic. It's one of the very few in the country where they clear the roads completely. So you literally clear out everything is cut off. The roads are all cut off, and the cyclists can do their own thing. It's always going to be a fantastic race. But thank you to the Herald, East Cape Motors, and I think Telcom was in there as well. A bunch of guys for supporting that. That is another thing. It's another thing in PE that needs to be supported. Anything that we've got in PE that we can support, we've got to do it. We've got to get, like I say, we've got to get PE on the map. And we're getting our guests in. Renique's also arrived. Yeah, pull in, Renique. We've got you here on the couch. We've got them all on the couch ready to go. We're going to do them one at a time. And we're going to be talking about the Nelson Mandela Bay Arts Festival, which is happening from Saturday. This coming Saturday, it's going to be happening. So there's lots of shows, lots of things to do, and we're going to find out exactly what it is. So let's get our guests on.
Welcome to the show. Now it's your time to shine. We're gonna have a like a chat tonight. Another good time.
Okay, and there we go. And you have your
Yes.
drinky poo.
Yes.
And fantastic to have you on the show. Nobisutu,
you.
I must get the surname right. It's Rai.
It's
Rai.
It's a
Rai.
with
Like
gees.
a proper.
it's
Holy
Gino. Yes.
This is what they do. They do that. You know,
Yes.
it's like the Afrikaans G. That with the language that they do. The R is it R, not RH as well. That does
Yes,
that. The
yes,
RH
yes,
does
yes.
that.
RH does that, and
Yeah.
sometimes RA, where
Yeah,
the
but not
H.
Ramaphosa.
No, it wouldn't be Ramaphosa.
That'd
it's
be a Rama
Ramaphosa.
with
Yes,
a R without
with
the
a R.
H. Yeah, so as soon as it's got an H in it, it's got the.
Yes.
That's it. And Nobisutu, you've been busy with the festival now. It's the third time, but the fourth year. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
How did you get into the festival? Who came across you? How did you get going in this? Because it's a hell of a thing to try and organize.
Oh yes, I am sitting here, and actually I'm so nervous because the
What?
festival is coming up, and I don't know what's going to go wrong. But none of the audience members or the patrons are going to see things that are going wrong behind the scenes
no, they
because everything is going to be smooth.
It will.
We are good at what we do, so
It's
I don't
only-
know whether I'm trying to convince people or I'm trying to convince
It's
myself.
only the people on stage that have to worry about that. You don't have to worry. I
Yeah.
think once things are going, there's always somebody phoning you at like 10:30 at night.
Of course,
We should just tell me there's lights have gone down here.
of course.
There's a generator. We need a generator. We need a. Eh?
Listen, we did a virtual festival in 2020. So
virtual
I think, so just to give you a bit of background, I work for the National Arts Festival.
Okay.
So as the National Arts Festival, we were given an opportunity by Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality to say, listen, guys, you guys are here in the province, and we know that you guys put together a festival that is one of the biggest festivals
Yeah.
that you can ever find in South Africa and Africa to some extent.
Yeah.
So help us, help
Yeah.
us with this baby festival that artists actually went and asked for from the municipality.
Okay.
And they were very clear to say, we are not wanting a National Arts Festival. We want a Mandela Bay Arts Festival that is going to assist us in order for us to be ready
Yeah.
to go and perform at the National Arts Festival and perform, and compete with national artists
Yeah.
and the world.
Yeah.
So they won that battle with
Yeah.
the Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality.
Excellent.
The municipality listened, and we were brought on board, and were then asked to implement. So we are implementing agents of this festival as the National Arts Festival. This festival is Mandela Bay Arts
Yeah.
Festival, and it is not the National Arts Festival.
Yeah. Of course. So hopefully it will eventually be better than the National Arts Festival, and then you will lose your job at the National Arts Festival, and you'll come here to PE to organize.
Listen, I don't want to lose my job. I love both these festivals, but Gino, you know,
sure.
you know what? I love these festivals so much. They're so close to my heart because I'm an actress,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
And I was born in Gqeberha.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I used to perform in a few stages in
Yeah.
in Gqeberha.
Tell us,
and-
give us a story. Where did you start?
Okay,
I
so
want to hear the history as well.
All right, so I went to Stage World Theatre School with Marlene, right?
Marlene Peterson.
Yes.
What a legend.
So I never auditioned
Okay.
at Stage World. I think my dad auditioned on my behalf, right? So we met Marlene, and my dad was talking the loudest, and
Yes.
Marlene was like, "You're in." So I'm not sure whether she was saying you are in Nobesutu or you are in Mxolisi with my dad, but one of us was in, and I think it was me. So
Okay.
I studied at Stage World, and my first time going to the National Arts Festival was when I was doing my second year.
Okay.
And we actually camped. We were camping in
Wow.
one of
On
yes
the rugby field.
on the rugby field.
Oh, I know
That is
that-
my
I know that
first
campground.
experience at the National Arts Festival. And Z, who was then
Yes.
the French manager,
Yes.
she programmed us at 10 o'clock at night, our first show.
Okay.
And we had two audience
Two
members.
people. Yeah, I've been that guy.
By the time we did our curtain call, both of them were sleeping. So I was baptized by fire at the
Yeah.
National Arts Festival. But listen, look where I am now.
Here we go, baby. I like you already. No, so I mean, starting now. I mean, I'm first of all, congratulations on getting the municipality to invest in the arts as well. I mean, this is so good for PE. This whole thing, to know that the municipality is on board as well is an important thing. So we got funding. We've got some funding from there. Are there also is the private sector coming to the party a bit?
Okay, so we've got funding from the municipality,
Okay.
and for the second and the third iteration, which is this year, we also got funding from National Arts Council
Okay.
for the PESP
So
money.
the
National Arts
come
Council
down.
is supporting this initiative,
Excellent.
and we're happy about that. We are still trying to schmooze our way through corporate, but
Yeah.
I do think that we stand a good chance with corporate now because we've done it.
Yeah.
We've done it. We've got portfolio of evidence. It's there,
Yeah,
you know. So this,
It just
I
needs to
think,
grow
it
now.
just needs to
Yeah.
grow now. And also me having been part of it since its inception, I can see that artists are really buying into this. More people are coming and they're becoming part of the family. And also, I think the quality is really becoming better. And
Yeah.
it's really such a beautiful festival for one to associate themselves with.
Yeah.
And I love growth. I always say, you know what, sometimes, yes, it's great to always associate yourself with things that are already successful,
Yeah.
but actually being part of things that start from a grassroots level, it's quite special. So we are so happy about this festival. We've got 36 shows.
Yo. Okay. That's big.
36
That's big.
productions, which some of them are performing twice, some three times. So we talk about 65 shows or performances in total.
That's fantastic.
And we've got 4 headliners.
Okay.
So essentially it's 36 plus 4. So we've got about
wow.
40 shows.
Okay.
Right?
So we've got a main and a fringe.
There's
really.
no,
But
no.
it's just national.
Invited. It's national acts, so the national acts and local acts. So what we are also doing is we are also elevating our artists to say, now you are at a stage where you can be called a headliner.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of the work that you've done, So we've got 4 headliners: The Soil,
Okay.
Amanda Black,
Oh wow.
and Joliza, who is an amazing singer who sings Isipaka.
Okay.
And we've got Noma Bodwe Mtimkulu, who recently launched an album.
Okay.
So those are our 4 headliners. So the difference between the two is that these 4 are invited. They don't apply to be part of the festival. And then the 6, they apply to be part of the festival, and they go through a robust
check
selection
everything, make
process.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, I think when it comes to beneficiation, we try to have a cooling off period. So those that participated in 2024, they need to tell a take a cooling off period and actually be spectators or audience members this year.
Okay.
Right.
So it's not always every year.
It's not always every year because, Gino, you would understand. You are like a legend in the industry. You know that it's difficult when it comes to money in the Nelson Mandela Bay.
Sure.
So
sure.
everyone wants, a piece of this pie, which is
Yes.
really tiny. So
It is,
let's
yes.
try and ensure that
Yeah.
we rotate.
Yeah. And that's fantastic that we've got these. You get the headliners, pull in the hopefully the bigger crowds as well, and
Yes.
then and have some meat in it, and then also allow people to come and see the new talent and people that are maybe not as well known, to try and help them along. So that hopefully will not just finish at the festival. They would hopefully do a run at one of the venues in town.
That's the idea. And also I think as part of some of the 36 productions are actually not all emerging artists. We've got some established artists there as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying the selection process is really quite robust.
Wow.
Because there are people who've got their own studios,
Yo.
people who get commissioned with good monies.
Yeah.
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 So I wouldn't call them emerging. I would
Yeah.
call them established. But they so what we are trying to do is also just that whole thing of just mixing it up. Someone who hasn't even done a show in their entire life, they get an opportunity to be part of the festival. And people who have done shows for decades also get an opportunity to be part of the festival. That's the only way that one can grow.
It's like because often, like you say, people with track records and keeping on and long careers, but it's never easy, for the guys. So no matter how long you've been going, I mean, I know for myself, you're only as good as your last show.
Of course.
And I'm sure Nikki would agree.
Yeah.
It's like people that come watch your show and then straight after the show, they're like, so what you doing next? I'm
Of
like,
course.
for goodness sakes, I'll just spend a year and a half on this show.
Can I get a breather?
Can I just do the show just for a while? Tell your friends. Shut up and go home. Tell your friends. It's crazy how it works, because it's never easy. It's never easy to put on a show, to put on your performance. You've got to keep pushing at it, and the artists know more than anybody that takes that hard work.
Yes, and I think we are going to see the results of the hard work that artists have actually put in, because one of the interesting things, or some of the interesting things that I find in this program, especially this 2025 one, is that some of the artists that I know who I have boxed, wrongly so.
You boxed people.
I've boxed them. Like, Marcellus, what you do is you do jazz.
Yeah.
So when you come to the festival and you say you're going to do a musical, I'm like, what?
A
musical that has poetry and jazz.
Yeah.
For me, that is quite interesting, because now we are getting to see another side of you, and you are also taking a risk. You are taking a risk as an artist, and also I think as audiences we are also taking a risk with you. And we want to help you on your journey, whether it's a miss or a hit. Keep going, as you said.
Go.
You just keep going.
Go,
you just keep going. So I'm excited to see what artists are bringing to this festival this year. We've got some of one of the plays that won a Standard Bank Ovation Award in 2024 at the National Arts Festival, The Tyrant, by Kabiso, and he taps into politics. And the show is
always dangerous.
Of course,
and
of
you
course.
walk that line that you walk with
Of
the politics.
course, but freedom of expression.
Yes, it is. Don't stay off Twitter.
But I think that is sometimes the role of artists. Artists are the mirror of the society, and they are our social compass. So they
Community,
and that's what they are, social commentators. So through all these productions and the exhibitions that one is going to see, you see your mother, your father, your uncle. You see some of those views in these productions, and that's what I love. We are a community, so
local. That is the thing. It's like the local, the community, our community here in Gqeberha. This whole thing here. We know how PE people are. And when you see it put out in front of you on the stage, then it makes you feel like, that's us, you know.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully those things would also then go in and do something overseas as well, and
That's the
take it
aim.
out, you know, if the stuff is good. Also the venues, have you got a certain amount of venues in town?
Yes. So what we've done is we have looked at venues that are already operating as theaters,
Okay.
because our primary goal is to try and use the money that we've been given by the municipality so that the most of it goes to artists.
Yes.
Right, and not us actually putting up venues and scaffolding and
Yeah.
right. So
Paying
that's
someone to come from Joburg
yes,
to set up.
yes. So we're working at Roof Garden Bar,
Okay.
which is in Winston
Yeah.
Jonah Road, former Chapel Street.
Up on the top there.
Up on the top.
So
and
Tarquin
road-
and the guys.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's a club. It's a can be a club, but now it's theatre now. Wow.
It's theater,
Or
it's
music.
music, but this year we also have gqom and hip hop.
Cool. So it's DJs.
Gqom and hip hop.
Oh wow. Okay.
In the black box.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I know, downstairs there.
Yeah,
Okay.
downstairs.
Yeah,
And
all
we
right.
also are going to be working at the Savoy,
Okay.
where GNS is, right?
Oh, yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Yes,
Savoy,
we're going
very
to be
nice.
there.
Beautiful view over the city. There, isn't it?
Yes.
Lovely.
It's really lovely. And the Athenaeum,
Oh yeah.
the various venues that we have, because we've got studios in there. So some of the
Most beautiful
exhibitions.
building that.
Yeah, I
Beautiful
love the
building.
colorful chairs.
Yes,
they make me
I know,
happy.
yeah.
They make me
You
happy.
make me happy inside.
Yes. We also will be doing exhibitions at the Nelson Mandela Metropolitan Museum.
Yes, because it's art. It's not just music, and
No.
it's plays, it's art, it's exhibitions, it's
It's film, it's heritage.
Excellent.
And film and heritage are joining us for the first time.
Okay.
I think we did have film in our first edition, but we're really happy to have heritage.
Okay.
As a discipline, and it's quite exciting to see that people are seeing themselves and what they do inside the festival. So before I forget, we also have another venue, which is Mendy Arts Center.
Oh yeah.
And that is in New Brighton
Yeah.
in Mendy Road.
Yes, okay.
So those are the spaces that we'll be utilizing,
Okay.
and our tickets are really affordable.
Yeah.
They're really affordable. So for someone who says, I really don't have money and I've got a huge family,
Yeah.
you can go to exhibitions, because exhibitions are free.
The free, yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I
Go
think
and have a look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go and have a look.
It's nothing better.
Yeah.
It's nothing better.
So our tickets, I think the lowest price ticket is probably 50 Rand.
Wow.
And then the highest is 200 Rand. You get to watch
Yeah.
the soil in Amanda Black for 200 bucks.
Yes, so yeah,
You
that's
know?
cheap. That's cheap for what you're getting there.
Yeah. So
amazing.
yeah. So those are the venues that we're using, and I must say, Gino, we've really worked well with the venue owners, because again, it really does take a village to raise Mandela Bay Arts Festival, or any festival for
Yeah.
that matter. So it is an ecosystem thing. We are here now.
Yeah.
You started this during COVID,
Yeah.
but now
Yeah.
we are here. You are
Yeah.
helping us.
Yeah.
Getting the
Yeah.
word out there about the festival.
You must get it out. You
So
must get it out.
so it really
Okay.
does take a
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
And like I always say, everybody's got to work together, and we all in this together. The more people, and at the moment, people are keen to come out and see stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this is going to go really well, because people are looking for something.
Yeah.
They are in that zone where they've been. We've come out of this whole COVID thing, and it's now. And the economy's been depressed, and but now the economy's showing signs of like, oh, maybe there's some hope here, maybe this thing. And I think everybody wants to go and see the shows that I have been watching online and just checking what's been happening. They've been full, So hopefully this is all going to be full as well.
Crossing fingers, but it's gonna happen.
It will
It's
happen.
gonna happen.
It
It
will
will
happen.
happen. It will happen.
So tell us what we need to know about this festival now. As a punter out there we want to come and watch some shows. Where would we start on Saturday? Is that right? Can't wait to perform at Rooftop Bar. That's Kerry Hiles. Kerry's saying how's it for obviously ex East Londoner Kerry, but she's moving down to P. I believe you're moving. Yeah, to us staying with us, Kabechis. Yeah.
Yes. She is the female vocalist and bassist, and
Yes,
she's also
yes.
with her band.
Yeah.
They're also doing a tribute to Amy Winehouse.
And Amy Winehouse as well. And I see also your master plaatspeler.
Yes, yes.
I like that, Gary. And of course, that's on the drums as well. We've got Christo Sondag as well. He's an amazing drummer too. So some great musos on the stage too. Chantel Harris, how's it, Chantel? I love Chantel. She's crazy. And you're the best implementing agents. This is not a Sutu. Finger red number 1.
She's doing a comedy act which is called ADHD with a lot of friends.
The Bottle and Me.
Yes,
I think it
the
was,
Bottle and Me.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the one.
ADHD and the Bottle and Me.
Yes.
I'm so excited for Chantal to get this opportunity.
Yeah.
And I always tell Chantal's story, and I say, Chantal always talks about the fact that she started comedy at a late age, right? So it means anything is possible if you just put your mind to it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see her show and the friends that she's put together. So people can get tickets at mbaf.co.za. Mbaf. So Mbaf is Mbaf. Yeah. So Mandela. Yes. Nice, Gino.
Mbaf.
Should we do an advert like
Mbaf.
Mbaf.co.za?
Get there and book your tickets. Click.
But our box offices are going to be open as of the 19th. Which is, I don't know when the 19th is. It's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Yes, box office. Yes.
Today. So it opens tomorrow.
Yes.
All the shows open tomorrow. Woo!
So box offices will
For
be
Saturday,
open tomorrow.
babies.
Physical box offices. I'm so happy about that.
What's the
At
opening show?
Mendy and at the Athenaeum.
At Mendy and Athenaeum on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, the two shows are opening there. So,
Yes.
No,
box offices are opening
box
there
offices
tomorrow.
I see. Okay.
So we've
the
got
Athenaeum,
Yes, and
And
Mendy
Mendy,
I'd sent. We've got a kick-off, which is a surprise thing because the festival officially starts on the 22nd, but we've got a kick-off, which are 2 shows that are happening on the 21st.
Oh, okay. Surprise!
So I'm just saying.
Just saying surprise.
Yes, surprise. Rose Coper.
Rose.
Yes, her
Rose.
show of Rising Stars,
Okay.
which is a musical with 40 kids.
Oh.
Rose, I love you.
Rise from Australia.
How she does it.
Rise.
And Lifa Mosia, he'll be performing at Roof Garden Bar on the 21st at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So those are the kickoff shows,
Fantastic.
but officially the festival starts on
Starts on
the
22nd, so it's
which
just a
is
little bit
Saturday.
of a taste.
Of course.
A bit of a taste
Of
first of
course.
all.
Yeah.
Oh man, well that's fantastic. And obviously, anything else you want to put across before we get our go on to our, because we've got quite a few of the performers.
Yes,
and
they're
Renique here as well. She's not performing, but she will tell us more about what's happening too. I'm sure.
She will. We have to force her to.
Listen, Renique is involved in everything. She's I see her everywhere.
Gino, I think mine is to just ask the Nelson Mandela Bay people to really come into these shows and really support our artists. We should be a proud city. We have given birth to the Winston Joiners, the John Cannies, and the Athol Fugars.
Yeah.
You know? So I really do know, I don't even hope, I do know that some of the artists that we're going to see on the program this year are artists that are going to be very difficult to get hold of in the next 5 years.
You're right.
Right?
Right,
Because
yeah.
they are going to make it in
They're
life.
growing.
They're growing. They're
Yeah.
going to make it in life. So please, people must just come out and really come and watch the shows. And tickets are available at mbaf.co.za. There's dance, there's comedy, there's theater, there's exhibitions, film, there's heritage, there's workshops, there's everything.
There's stuff to do,
There's stuff
babies.
to do, people to see.
There's stuff to do. Get out there and have a look, because this kind of thing doesn't roll around every flipping month here. This is an annual thing, and it's PE at its best. Kabeja, Nelson Mandela Bay. It's the best of the best. Let's get out there and start making it happen for PE. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Let's do it.
Yes, please.
All right. So I think we can get our next guest on. I'm not sure who can come. Nikki can come on next.
Ooh, welcome to the show. Now it's your time to shine. We're gonna have a
And there we go, Nikki.
Hello.
Just appeared there. Nobisuta disappeared.
Hello.
And you appeared
Here I
just
am.
like that.
Magic. With that jacket, anything's possible.
You
Gino.
know, I just put the keys there.
I love it. I love it. Awesome.
And okay, so tell us next week. I mean, because I know you're another one like Ronique is always see at the gigs.
Yeah.
We never have a good time to chat.
Yeah.
You PE born and bred.
I am PE born and bred.
Yeah.
I just went away to study and had a bit of a career and then came back.
Where did you go? And study?
Yes, so I studied at, well, I have to first mention St. Thomas Senior
St. Thomas.
Secondary, first of all,
Yeah.
where I did ballet as a matric subject,
Oh,
which is
lovely.
amazing. You don't really get that.
Where do
know?
you get that?
Exactly. And then Shirley Dixon was my ballet teacher, but then I went to Waterfront Theatre School, where I studied under Delia Sainsbury
Delia Sainsbury.
and Keith Galloway. For 4 years and got some teaching qualifications, and then got into my first job as a ballerina in Phantom of the Opera, the first South African production.
Was that with Lana English?
Lana English,
I know
Andre
Lana.
Swartz, really
No,
amazing.
so she is such a legend. She's got a
What?
beautiful voice.
And I think she's performing on the cruise ship still.
Yes,
she's amazing.
yes, that's where I met her.
Yeah,
We spent, I think, 4 cruises together, 3 or 4 cruises together.
Okay.
So we always seem to be on the same one. and
amazing.
with Victor,
Your
her
brother.
her brother,
amazing.
she didn't know it was her brother.
Oh,
She
they don't
found out-
they don't look alike.
They don't, but
No.
but they didn't know that they were brother and sister. They became friends before they found out that they were brothers and sisters.
What?
Can you believe it?
Wow,
They came
I
from
didn't know
different
that. Part.
families. There was a family story. and
Yes,
it's such an interesting story. It was like a vibe. But
beautiful
she
people.
discovered it's her brother.
Gosh, I mean, when does that happen in life? It's
I
amazing.
know.
Wow.
It's so ballet. Well, I mean,
Yes.
you look like a ballerina now that I'm
Oh,
looking at you.
Oh, yeah, oh, yes.
You know?
Yes, so, yes,
Yes,
and
and
I'm a
the button, everything.
ballet teacher still. Yes, but then, of course, I've performed professionally for some years and then moved back to Port Elizabeth in 2012.
Okay.
And I went back to study from first year because my parents were like, will you please just do something else? You can't dance forever. So I went back to study at varsity.
There's
As-
Ashwin saying hello.
Hi there, Ashwan. An amazing person. Also amazing creative in the city as well.
Oh, man, it's
So, yes, went to study at university then from first year.
Mhm.
So that was me, early 30s, saying, hi there, 19-year-olds. Right then, made to make some friends because I got to get through this course.
Yeah,
You know, but it was amazing because then I did an English major and a French major and history major, but it helped me make my work a lot more societally reflective, which I was
okay.
I was interested in increasing my knowledge to make my work
Yeah.
reflect the
Yes.
problems in society, things that I was worried about, feminist issues, things
Yeah.
like that, you know.
Okay.
So it really just broadened my horizons. And of course, I made so many amazing connections.
Yes.
And then I ended up working at Arts, Culture and Heritage over there for a
Okay.
number of years.
Wow.
Worked with the Nelson Mandela, the Mandela University cheerleaders.
Oh.
And yes, of course. And then we won nationals 3 times in a row. Of course we did.
Oh, my
Holla,
soul.
Yes, so that was amazing, especially for us. You know, we don't win many things. Sometimes,
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
but the cheerleaders, we won.
We won,
and
no,
we flew that flag.
Claveris.
Yes, yeah, we were very proud of that. And then, of course, I left, and they anyway.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
I
then
went.
and it just faded away into nothing.
Kidding. No, they're still doing very well.
Okay,
I'm
good,
joking.
good,
No.
good.
And then I started my own, the Performing Arts Academy, Nikki Ray Academy of Performing
Yes.
Arts and Nikki Ray Productions. Also because I was constantly being approached by people for freelance work, and I was contacting so many artists, but I realized that I needed to start growing my own artists.
Yes, yes.
From the smalls up
Yeah,
until
yeah.
they were working in the production company.
Grow them, teach them, get them
Yes,
in there. Yeah,
exactly. So we have a very thriving academy now
Okay.
with 5 faculties, ballet faculty, headed by myself, as well as the modern dance faculty, and then the street dance faculty, which is headed by the amazing B-boy rhythm, aka Cheslin Mayer.
Okay.
And he's assisted by Zukiswa Mpongoshe, who is incredible at Amapiano and Gom.
Okay.
And then the singing faculty, who is headed by Kaylin van Heerden, who you
Kaylin,
know.
yes, I know
Yes,
Kaylin, yes,
and then, of
absolutely.
course,
Singing.
when she's not in the country,
Yes.
Nandem Zadume has
Okay.
been incredible. And you know what amazing
Yeah.
a vocalist and teacher and just
No, for
artist
sure.
she is as well. And then our drama faculty is currently headed by Darren Rockman, Mark Rockman.
Darren.
Yeah, so we've got a very
I do know Darren.
strong teacher complement.
Great.
And then we aided by guests. We always think of ourselves as a community.
Yes.
So people like Hannah Bath come on board.
Okay.
Lynette as well comes on board. Caleb Zola comes on board. Aidan Seiss has been one of our teachers as well. So we really think of ourselves as a community, imparting it to the kids, you know. So they've got
next bunch in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
and they learn so much from the older guys, you know, and the older ladies. It's like a if especially they just need to see, they just need to, and perform with, and if you can perform with them as well, fantastic, you know, because they just learn so quickly.
Yes, so quickly. They're sponges. Yeah.
We with center stage we find the same thing. We get the younger ones in, and the older guys are you know, the way they hook an audience, or whether they get that connection with the audience.
Yes.
You know, that's so important for the music and for that for the youngsters to see that then, and then work it into their own act and see how they can improve things and get things better. And I mean, Tuba Myeki, who's been working with us for years, he's just over the last 3 years has just taken that reign and just like
he's catapulted it.
He's amazing. He's amazing. So he's taken all that stuff that we've that the older guys have sort of imparted, you know, and just by doing it. So what you're doing is amazing. So
thank you, Gino.
And for PE, that's incredible, because that grows it's like a seed that you plant that just keeps on proliferating.
Yes.
Because they teach others, they get others involved, and all of a sudden you've got a team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Natasha Moodley said, "Press start" by Ricky.
Hey, Natasha, one of our moms, one of our incredible moms, and she's got not one but 2 kids in the production.
Natasha,
she's got such talented kids. Ashmika Moodley is one of her daughters. One of her children in the show. Ashmika plays Lorenza, the sister. Lorenza, not Lorenzo. Yes,
Lorenza.
Work the
My son
cast.
is Lorenzo.
Oh, lovely. And then her son, Sachin, plays Marco the plumber. So the production kind of like takes from the Mario Brothers characters. So we don't have Mario, we have Marco.
I think it's Italian.
Luigi, we have Lorenza.
Where's the Gino?
The Gino.
No, Gino.
We could have added you a Gino.
No, Gino.
Oh, sorry, but you will love it, Prestart. All of your people are in Prestart. All the Italians are
all in Prestate. Prestate. Very good.
Yes. Thank you, Natasha.
Oh man, and I see
incredible mom, incredible theatre mom. Ashmika's done so many shows in the city, from Wild and Wicked West End. She just did the pantomime as well. One of the most talented voices I've heard.
Some very talented people in that pantomime, man. I watched that pantomime. Whoa, that was great.
What talent, yes.
And I see there's Kaylin. There's Kaylin saying hello there as well.
Hey, Miss Kaylin.
Kaylin.
There she is.
She's a great vocalist, and I've worked with her now as well.
And the collective.
Tiffany.
With Tiffany, yes. Tiffany, also one of our guest teachers with the collective. We're very proud of our association with them.
Yeah.
And Kaylin was there when we opened the doors of the academy. First online, when we did online performing arts camps in COVID as well. Okay. And then when we moved in at the Athenaeum where our studios are based. Okay. When we first moved in there, where our academy still operates from to this day. Yeah. So fantastic. Hey, Kaylin.
So I mean, I know Kaylin. Once she's in, she's working. She gets her head down and goes.
No, there's no stopping her. No, there's no stopping her. Incredible, passionate teacher and person. So we're very blessed to have her.
And I see up at the top there was I saw Philip Loebscher as well, because he's out in America. I see that. I think there we go. Philip saying hello.
Hello.
So how's it, man? And Philip was a GP here for many years, and he pops in, and as a look, I see he's got his hat and his guitar going on there.
I love it.
But so tell us a little bit about the show. You can't give away too much, otherwise, because we want the people to go and buy their tickets and watch this.
Thank you. So we also have about 37 kids.
Wow.
Yes, so it's the second time that this production is being staged. It was first staged last June, where we did it for our mid-year annual musical.
Okay.
And our youngest cast member was 6 years old at the time. He has now become 7 years old. Yes.
Well, he's ready for retirement.
You know? And he's a very proud hedgehog. So we've got so some of the characters are based, like I mentioned, off the Nintendo stories, but not directly. So it's a company called Beat by Beat Press that
Okay.
produces these musicals. Amazing stories. They've got like lessons in them,
Okay.
so they do Imagine a Dragon and
Yeah,
anyway, many others. But
Yeah,
Press
yeah.
Start really appealed to me because of the Nintendo aspect. And I thought that
Yes.
it really spoke to kids that are so into their gaming.
Yes.
And even our generation, because of the whole,
Luigi.
yes, the Mario Brothers. And they don't have, like I said, not Marco the Plumber,
Yeah.
Mario, it's Marco the Plumber.
Yeah.
They don't have Pac-Man, they have Pac-An. So
Pac-An.
cute, Pac-An. Now the funny story is Pac-An is old. And she
Oh,
walks with
dear.
a walking stick, right?
Oh, very
And
nice.
she does not want to retire.
Oh, no.
But these characters have got a different plan for Pac-An.
Oh, right.
Pac-An gotta go.
You gotta go packing.
Yes, you gotta go.
Send her packing.
Yes, but the story actually centers around the central character of the mushroom. So do you remember the mushroom in the
Yes,
Mario
I do,
Brothers
yes.
character?
Boing,
Yes.
boing, boing, yeah, yeah.
Yes. So there's the little mushroom, and there's the villains, the sidekicks, and the heroes. They're these three
Okay.
groupings, and they very much it's apartheid in the show. Do you know what I mean? It's
Really
like
is.
you're not a hero.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
must know your place. You know,
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah,
evil.
yeah.
You embrace your evilness.
Yes.
You know. So they these three groupings, but then little mushroom kind of has a story of evolution where she doesn't believe in herself, and by the end of it, she has that
Oh,
evolution.
lovely. Okay,
But
okay.
they need to save Nintendo gaming world,
Oh,
and that's why the heroes, the villains, and the psychics all come together,
Okay.
and they got to make a plan to get enough gold rings to
Okay.
keep playing on.
Keep.
And like there's poor Marco who's finishing all the catch up because he has nothing to do, and Speedy the Hedgehog that is just killing all of the treadmills, and Speedy all the treadmills broken because there's
Yeah,
no gaming
yeah,
world to
yeah.
play on in.
Oh, my word.
So they have
Okay,
all these
okay.
adventures to help them play on, but I'm not going to totally give you
And
away.
Gino the
Yes.
tree, he's going to
But
be
Gino
the
the
tree.
tree.
You have to run around him and stuff.
Shame we can make you an honorary hedgehog. I shame, Gino.
Well, I got a whole bunch of names. I'm Gino Sergio Francesco. I've got a whole bunch of Italian names.
Wow.
You can use any one of those.
Well, thank you so much. Okay, I'll let you know if anybody gets sick. Right, yeah. No.
And just Nikki, also anything in the future, any plans in the future as well? I
Yes.
mean, you've got the show. This is the
Yes.
only show in
At the
for
festival.
the festival.
Yes,
But you
For
do
now.
lots of stuff.
yes, on the corporate side.
Yeah, as
And,
well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, give it a punt. We
Oh,
have for
okay.
punts as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, of course, the production company I mentioned,
yes.
Nikki Ray Productions.
Yes.
Yes, we do everything from, we just did the SA20s entertainment.
Oh,
So all the
the dancers. It's you.
No, so that particular dance performance was headed, choreographed, and produced by another company,
Yeah.
but choreographed by our head of street dancing,
Okay.
Cheslin Mayer.
Okay.
So
okay.
Cheslin Mayer, but like the Stilt
Fantastic.
Walkers or the Mirror Men,
Yes.
all of those other
Emo.
acts. Yes, exactly.
Yes,
Emo
Emo
Sammy. Yes.
Sammy is a legend. Huh? He
Yeah,
always says-
incredible. So we
always say hello to him, but you gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta say hello.
correct, yes. And we do it
Someone
corporate
stops.
entertainment, everything from LED dresses to showgirls
Yes.
to opening performances to
Okay.
any gigs that come up.
Anything you do.
Our performers, we are creating work for it, and we're all about using local performers,
Yeah.
paying our performers well,
Yes.
getting our corporates to get used to
Yeah.
using local performers, and just growing the industry over here.
Yeah.
So it's nice because there's there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You don't just
Yes.
train for nothing.
Yeah.
You train because you've got to go and work, and
Yeah.
you can eventually we get it into their heads that you can get paid for this.
And you
it's
can
not just
make a living out of it
you can make a
eventually.
living out of it. Exactly.
If you make it happen, you've
Yeah.
gotta, sometimes you've got to create this stuff to
Yes.
make people realize that it's got value.
Yes.
Because that's always with the arts, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like, oh, you can just do this and you just do it. It's fine.
Ooh.
No,
yes.
it's not like that.
No, it really
No,
is
you got to
not.
work. You got
Yeah, it can pay your bills.
It
It is
can.
a bona fide career choice and
Proper.
path with a lot of work, a lot of preparation, a lot of years of training that goes into it, a lot of technique, and not just something fluffy.
Okay, so your venue again is
The Athenaeum,
Athenaeum.
at the
So
Little
you're
Theatre.
at the little theatre
At the
in the
Little
lovely,
Theatre.
cheerful seats.
Yes, the colourful seats. Yes, the colourful seats, yes. In the colourful seats, yes. So we're very grateful to be in such a beautiful venue as well. And we staged it there previously, so it's home to us, and our studio runs from there. So we just pop to our theatre. We
Brilliant.
feel like it's our theatre.
Brilliant. It is
Sorry,
your
Mark.
theatre. Your theatre.
Yes, so
Oh,
we really
fantastic.
feel like it's a home to us.
Well, Nikki, all the best for you. And
Thank you so
and we're
much.
going to see you at the next gig after the festival as well, I'm sure.
100%.
I'm sure
And the
we'll
day
bump into-
before and after.
Here we go,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
But we'll, and I hope that all the shows are full.
Thank you very
at
much.
the NAM.
Amen
Beautiful.
to that. Yes.
All right.
Everybody, lots of seats left. Please tell your friends and family. Great for the kids, and we look forward
Cool.
to seeing you there.
So now we're gonna get our next guest in. Let's
Okay.
put on the music. Let's put on.
Ooh, welcome to the show. Now is your time to shine. We're gonna have a lekker chat tonight. Another good time.
All right, Funeka is in it. So Funeka's in it to win it. In the
Definitely.
seat. Nikki's disappeared. Funeka, you look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's beautiful, and you're gonna have to tell me what you are busy with this festival, because I saw a little thing on Facebook. I think it was on Facebook.
Are they gossiping about me?
You know, and so I think you've got it. Yeah, this sounds interesting.
All right.
Tell the people what's going on.
Okay, we bring in floetic fun foods and fashion play.
Okay, yes, lots of F's in there.
Yes, a lot of F. My name is Funeka, so
Yeah, okay.
I'm Funzai, so everything has to go with an F. Right.
Okay, all right. So it's good alliteration. That's also, it sounds
Yeah.
like poetry.
Yeah. So it's poetry, it's music,
Yeah.
it's basically literature, because we're saying if you hide the books, then there's no knowledge. So
Yeah.
open the books, read what's inside the book, and
Yeah.
let the kids learn. And our grandparents, they taught us a lot of things that we do not do now. We think some of the things that were taught by our grandparents, they're not on anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to our children and their children, let's go back to the basics.
Yeah.
That's me. Starting with food.
Okay.
Yes.
Proper,
Yes,
traditional food.
Traditional food
Yeah.
with a twist.
Oh.
Yeah. Fancy traditional food, so that people can stay away from fast foods, because
Yeah.
they take us slowly to the grave.
They do. You're so right. And we should be eating our own food. It's stuff that's grown here as well. We must get the farmers in as well.
Yeah, most of
Yeah.
these plants, some you find them at Spa,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't get anything from Spa to advertise them, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
well, we used to be. They used to sponsor us, so we're okay
Yeah,
with
okay,
Spar.
cool. So we find some of these things as part of our salads,
Yeah.
and our kids, they don't even know that these are plants that were used by our grandmothers to prepare dishes like umfino.
Umfino. Intonele.
Umfino.
Yeah.
It's vegetables, like your green vegetables. It
Yeah.
can be spinach
Okay.
and what is a khabe? Okay.
Khabe.
Um,
I know they say I've heard about this Klebe plant as well. You hear about that story, because that's where Klebeja comes from.
Yeah.
The Klebe plant. So that's probably Taibos or something.
something like
So
that.
it's not
But
Taibos.
basically, yeah, it's one of those things that you find in salads, but they can be steamed,
Yeah. Okay.
and then you add some
Okay.
starch on them.
Oh, okay. Is it like
Beautiful
a leaf?
dish.
or
It's
is
like
it
a Spanish pop.
Okay,
It's like
Spanish.
Spanish.
Like a Spanish.
Spanish, like
Oh,
Spanish.
Spanish.
Like
Spanish.
pop.
Spagnolos.
Yes, Spanish.
Oh, yeah,
They're
very
Spanish
good
pop.
there.
But the umfino is that
Yeah,
it's
okay.
very nutritious. So part of the show, I'm inviting a nutritionist or a dietitian
Okay.
and a chef to say to
Okay.
us, okay, this dish is made of this and this and that, and this is what you get as a
Okay.
nutritional benefit.
What was it? What was the name of that plant you couldn't think of? Is it
Ichabe.
Ichabe? So somebody can put on the comments. Look up Ichabe. There's somebody will know, and that's out there. They'll know what the Ichabe is in English. That's right. Okay, so any nice? Have you got a recipe for us to try? Or
I'm
something
not sharing
simple?
any recipes, but my chef, the chef,
The chef is going to
yes,
do.
I'm
So you've got a
bringing
chef.
in,
Tell us about the team then.
yeah.
So you chef.
I'm bringing a chef, Chef Sam.
Yeah.
I think he's popular in the city. Chef Sam, hi.
Yeah.
you're there.
I think I might know Sam.
Yeah. So Chef Sam is going to be there to show us
How
beautiful
old is
things.
Chef Sam?
Um,
Is he in his 50s?
not at all.
Young.
Around early 40s. And
Oh,
it's
early
his birthday
40s.
actually this week. Yes.
Okay,
His
so
birthday
it's
this week.
not the Sam I'm thinking of then.
No, it's not the same thing now. So I have Sam.
Okay.
Yes. And then I have a dietitian. Her name, I'm not going to disclose the name just yet. It's going to be a
It's a
surprise.
dietitian to help.
Dietitian,
okay, yeah.
yes. And then I have, since I said there's music as well
Yeah.
and poetry, I have Anele Dama is a pianist. He's going to
Okay.
be playing. And then I have DJ Jambe. D
Okay.
Jambe is going to be playing a drum.
Okay. Oh, Jambe. Okay,
Yeah,
as
drum.
well. Okay.
Yes. And then I have models, because there's going to be a mini fashion show as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
So many
Well,
fashion
I
shows.
mean,
But
your clothes are beautiful. So did you? So, I mean, this looks like a fashion.
they always
You're
tell
into the
me
fashion,
that,
eh?
so,
Oh, it's nothing.
it's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's
You know,
nothing.
it's just I just threw this on.
You know, I don't even think about it. Just hoy.
Yeah,
Then I
boy.
go. And it's like now it's plain. No best suit
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
The colors like
Yeah, I
she
see.
sent me a mom and said Funeka,
Okay.
orange and black.
Orange and
The
black.
color for the
Ah.
day. So yeah, that's
Oh,
basically
classic.
what we're gonna be having. And then I have Sis Nombumezo Buzani. She's one of the authors of isiXhosa.
Okay.
She's gonna be reading from one of her books.
Okay. It's a Intomi.
It's a
Not
novel
quite.
that
A
she's gonna be
novel,
reading
okay,
from,
okay,
yes.
okay.
So I have those people,
Wow.
and then the rest is gonna be a surprise.
Okay. Oh,
These are the
lovely.
main characters.
Well, it looks
within
like a
the-
hell of a lot of things you're going to be doing then.
Mhm.
So is this? How long have you been preparing for this work, or have you been doing this sort of thing before as well? Where did you like? In other words, like, where did this come from for you? Did you study art? Did you go do this sort of thing, or anything like that, or did you just enjoy it? Did you something that you loved?
I think art is me and art is in me. So
yeah.
wherever I go, I just ooze art, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. You do.
Yeah. So I've always been told by my friends, actually, I was sketched some designs way before, but I thought they were not good enough.
Yeah, okay.
But friends will tell me, hey, Finak, we saw something like this. I think it looks like one of your designs that you once sketched.
Okay.
And then music.
Yeah.
I always sang as a kid, and I wanted to study music,
Yeah.
but my parents said, "What are you gonna eat?
Yeah.
How are you gonna survive?"
That's the same story we all get.
Yes,
Funika. It's the same
music
story.
and fashion. Also, like I said, my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And I got involved in a community project
Yeah.
where we were incubating small businesses,
Okay.
like small scale manufacturing. So that involves your fashion as well. So
Where-
because
where
of the
was that?
love, we're operating from the old GM
Oh, great! Wow.
Yes.
In Kempston Road.
in Kempston Road.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So we're housing a number of creatives there. So because of the love of the arts, then fashion had to stand out. So some of the designers, even now, even though I'm no longer with the incubator, I'm still assisting them.
It,
So
it wasn't. It's not Propeller. Eh?
It's not Propeller,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
CVC Africa Incubators.
CVC.
Africa Incubators.
Africa Incubators. I love to hear about these things because I didn't know about that one at GM, and it must be interesting because it's people generally in the arts that are that or creatives that are in these spaces, and they feed off each other basically.
Yeah. Because we also had like interior decorators, so some they'll get material from this one that they didn't use all the material, then whatever is left.
Yeah.
They hand over. So we're also teaching them collaboration to say, okay, when you work together, you achieve more.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to bring to the arts now with all these different things that I'm bringing on the table to say, hey, we can do this together. Like the people that I'm going to be working with, I do not know them. It's going to be my first time working with them. I know a lot of artists, but I'm not working with any of them. It's just new people that I'm involved
and so they can also bring in a bit of creativity into you as well, and I'm sure it's going to help. So in your it's like you say, the fashion show, is this your fashion stuff, or is it somebody's working with?
It's other designers.
Okay,
it's other designers. As a stylist, also do styling.
Okay,
styling.
Okay, so you put them together.
So yes, so my touch is going to show the styling part of.
Okay.
During the fashion show.
Fashion show as well. That's fantastic.
It's going to be a mini fashion show because of time.
Okay.
Mini
one.
Mini fashion show because of time. But it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be beautiful.
Fun, and that's a lot of things to get through as well. What venue are you going to be using?
I'm going to be at Mandela Arts Center, the foyer at the Mandela Arts Center, not the main hall. And I love it. It's got the runway already. So
is it ready? You're checking that out already?
Check that out. There's a red mark in the center of the foyer. So it's perfect for my runway.
It's a runway going down and getting that.
I was not sure when they first mentioned that. I was like, what? Oh yeah. What are you talking about? So I had to go check it out. Okay. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
And so the poetry, music as well with
poetry. I write poetry. I write songs. So I'm going to be singing one of my songs, two of my songs, and poetry. So a little bit of this and that, just to not yet. Yeah. So I'm going to be sharing a piece of me.
Okay.
And I'm very excited. I wrote a song last week, which I didn't think I was going to perform. Just a new fresh idea came.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm loving this. So I was listening to
Yeah.
myself yesterday. I'm like, oh, I'm loving this.
Yeah,
And my pianist is very happy.
Good.
So
You
everyone's
know,
going to be happy.
and you know, it's to put yourself out there is nerve wracking. It's but you just got to go when you're out there. People, it was. I mean, people love to hear new stuff. They love to hear original stuff as well, and they want you to succeed as well.
Yeah.
So you know, you might find one song will be great, the next song will be great, or you know, maybe people don't respond the way you want, but you've started something.
Yeah.
You know, and in your case, you've not only done that, but this is food, this is poetry, this is music. That's amazing. It's going to be a busy day.
Yeah, but because I cannot do everything myself, that's why I'm like, chef handle the food, and then I have other people doing other stuff.
Yeah.
But during that session, I have to show that, hey, I have this to offer.
Yeah.
One or two.
Yeah,
just
for sure.
that we don't forget.
A couple of songs. Here we go.
I've written songs over the years and poet over the years, but in the city, I've never done anything for the public.
Yeah.
So it's going to be first performance for the public. I've done the intimate corporate events, but not public.
Okay. Oh, so that's selling tickets. You know what? If you've done corporates, it's much more difficult to do the corporates than it is to the public. Public are coming to buy you. They're buying your tickets. They want to be there, and they'll give you the best show ever. They will.
Please do.
So that's going to be amazing. Well, fantastic. That's good news to know. And anything else that you're doing, and after festival, are you going to be doing anything?
Okay, after the festival, I have something in May.
Yeah.
It's more Pan-African
okay.
festival. Not like Mbaf. It's not as big as Mbaf.
Yeah. Mbaf.
Mbaf.
That's on you. That's a new thing. It's Mbaf.
Yes. So this one that I'm having with Mbaf is to preserve my language. It's Xhosa, the food and all of that. But now in May, it's Africa Month, right? Okay, so hence the Pan-African Festival. Okay. So I'm trying to say, hey, you are here. So let's embrace you.
All right.
You know, all the Africans that are in the city, come together. Let's work something out.
The language as well, Xhosa is such a beautiful language. It's such a simple, language in terms of how it's put together. But you know, obviously your vocab always became, and it's descriptive. It's got to be. People have got to keep these languages, you know, alive, because you know, it gets anglicized. It gets, you know, especially in the city. When you go out, I always say, I always use the word usiba lokubala. Usiba lokubala. It's not ipen. You know, the old word for it is a feather. You know, you got to use that usiba lokubala. And it's lokubala because it's close.
You dip it in ink.
Yeah, they dip it in the ink, and then you're right. I love those kind of words, you know, and those, if people don't use them, they're going to disappear. You know, the young people have got to get into their language, their culture, and it's Eastern Cape, you know, Xhosa. It's here, you know. We're all part of it here as well, and it forms part of this pot that we're in, and that's what we are.
It's very important. Just to mention one thing, one parent called me and asked me, "Do you know if any Xhosa tutor?" And I said, "Okay, I can help your child." And the child, his average, because is in matric, one of these expensive schools out of town. So he was getting 90s, 80s, but isiXhosa was 50 something. So I stepped in. I only did 2 weeks with the boy, and he came back with a 70-something%. And the father called me and said, "You know what? You just made my son's life." Because now, because he wants to be a doctor, so that because was dropping all his marks, the average, couldn't get the average right. So I'm trying wherever I am to teach someone. That's beginning with my kids at home. My youngest, he used to be frustrated when we speak. He said, "Close, what is that? What is that? You have to learn." So it's very, very important, because nowadays they go to school very early. First language is English, and then they lose it completely. So if you can try at home to say the basics, and then from there they develop. Because it's really embarrassing. Some kids cannot even pronounce their own names.
It's crazy, and it's, but you know, like you say, you've got to nurture it. You've got to nurture it from a young age as well. You know, I as a little white boy, you know, growing up here in B, I decided when I got to university that I had to learn. And I did it at university, at UPE. Yeah, it was UPE back then in Nelson Mandela. And I'm so glad that I did learn, because the language, when you speak someone's language, even if you speak it badly, you open up a channel of communication.
And we appreciate that when you try.
Absolutely. Yazama.
Oh, yeah, we are
Yeah,
teta.
quasi.
Right now we are
Quasi.
teta.
But so and the more you can speak, the better you get at it as well. And
Practice.
so fantastic to hear that this show is going on. This fashion show. There are lots of F's here: Floetic Fun Foods and Fashion Fair. Funeka.
Funeka, funzai.
That's the one. And it's Gunge. Gunge.
So most are growing up.
No D in there. I was saying Gunge. I don't know where I got a D there from. Gunge.
Yeah. So that Ngunge, actually, most people couldn't believe that I was Xhosa. When I say the surname, they're like, oh.
Where's
okay.
that from?
Yeah. So you must be really Xhosa. Again, Alice.
Alice. The same as Tuba.
Yeah.
Do you know Tuba? Tuba Mieki.
Tuba. I know the surname
Mieki. There is Mieki's there. He's Alice.
Enqeirha.
Proper Alice. Yeah. Tuba is my man. He's
Emagulukwebeni.
yeah. I think so. He's done. He's done fantastic work. But he's a proud Alice boy.
But I guess I'm from PE.
Yeah.
These are the kind of things that people don't say.
Yeah.
I was conceived in PE.
Oh, I see. Oh.
So I am.
So you also got actually.
So I am from PE. Grew up in Alice. I'm very
Alice.
proud
Yeah.
that I grew up in Alice. So that's where I learned all these, basic.
No, your home is your home.
My home is Alice.
Yeah,
My home is Alice. Period.
Alice, yeah.
My home is Alice.
And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful out there. We take a ride out that side. When we go to Durban, I'd go to Durban every now and again. I could do 2 trips a year at least, and we drive through all Tatio and Alice and those places. They're beautiful. And there's got to be some. I hope that eventually all these places will the economy will surround them. And it'll pick up because there's lots of poverty there too, which is still
Yet the soil is very fertile.
Yeah, it is for sure. And you are one of the plants that has come out of there. Thank you very much. We're going to grow into a strong tree.
Got to.
So thank you. Funeka, it's fantastic to talk to you now. We've got our final guest. Renique is going to be coming chatting to us now. Do you know all? Have you guys all met before and you know each other pretty well? So I see. Philippa can flip over to the other
Thank you,
cameras
Gino.
so we can see them. Thank you, Funeka. Yeah.
Ooh, welcome to the show. Now it's your turn to shine. We're gonna have a like a chat tonight. Another good time.
Cheers,
Renique.
Gino. First pump, yeah.
Lovely to have you on the show.
Good to
Renique.
be here.
And I should have had you on my show ages ago because I've met you 1,000 times, but I've never had a proper good chat with Renique.
We don't have enough time.
I know.
It's catching
We
up. How's it been, man?
I've been lekker.
Lekker.
I think the time I remember seeing you last. I mean, I've seen you since, but the one I remember was with Dalen Olivier.
Yes.
Olivier coming up to do at the barn because you always did it. You did it quite a few people at the barn.
Yes. We've done quite a few shows at the barn. When I was still producing, and now I've
not much producing now.
Yeah, not too much time for producing. So obviously, yes, I would have. I had some of the artists who were touring at the time, specifically comedy, come and make a stopover in Little OP, for them to come and share the laughs of the people and just connect. Laughter is important for me. I think it's one way to connect. People smile and laugh in the same language.
They do.
As you say, it connects people. So
music, comedy, all these things.
And then we did some work in lockdown at the stadium.
We did, yes. There was
you and your toaster.
With Stuart and all, yes, wasn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
And I still the comedians here were fantastic as well. They really look.
Yes.
COVID, I get PTSD if I see masks these days. I don't want to see another mask in my life.
It is a thing. But listen, we've had quite amazing things come from COVID.
Yeah, no.
I want to look at it and zoom in on it and go like,
Yeah.
let's pull all the victories and the positives
Yeah.
from this experience and not
For
look
sure.
back on the tough times or the
Yeah.
experience. But yeah, like,
Well, look at this.
yeah.
I mean, 400 shows later.
Yeah, yes, see.
I would
The first
never-
bump to that, 400 shows later,
I'm
and
telling
first
you
bump to
what-
Dr. Phil in the corner over there, pulling keys and buttons. Yeah.
She's pushing the buttons. And I would never, ever have thought that I would have had a podcast or a show like this. It's true. It's
And
true.
now you're like connected.
Yeah,
There's a
you know.
mic and cameras and a
Everything.
big screen.
Yeah,
and
and even do you like my set?
I love
Back here?
the goodness.
The
I love the
goodness.
phone, the old
The
phone.
Old phone
If
there.
it's missing
That's
later,
an old
maybe at my
Queenstown.
house.
Queenstown phone.
That's
That I
okay.
don't think you can even see it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And the Olika lady in the
Yes,
corner
you know,
there.
Yeah, she's my tech lady there. We got sitting here, Nikki and I sitting. There we got our guests there, all there, sitting on the spare seat, and you see all the phones in the background there. But that's fine. But yeah, I mean, your involvement in the festival. Tell us what you. I know you're on social media all the time. You're out there, pictures all the time, doing stuff as well.
I love that you connect me to social media.
I know, I do.
So I've joined the National Arts Festival team a couple of years ago, and this time around I'm supporting the social media and marketing and communications team. So
Okay.
this festival is exciting. Is it needed? Absolutely.
Yes.
Are we excited about it? We get
Yes.
more excited every year, and I think Nobasutu is just, she puts it beautifully. Like every year we have such an interesting cohort of applications that come through and the group that comes through that's on the program, and it's every year a fresh packet, like of all sorts. Like it's interesting. There's really something for everyone in the family. Nikki's covering the kiddies and youngsters with their vibes, and then we've got something for the older folk, the jazzy vibes. We've got music, even Afrikaans, like Dankie for Kerry Hulle, because they've got the
Kerry.
Afrikaans show covered, Christo, and there's something for the kids, something for the older folks, something for people to learn. If you look at what Funeka is presenting on the program this year, there's something that we can learn. There's something that we can really, artists that have not been on stage for quite some year, that have come out going, I'm still here, I'm still doing my thing.
Kickstart them.
And what's exciting, I look at the Syndicate Sisters, who we know who are on the program this year, but I'm excited to see them come on stage this time round, because they are now paving the way for the next generation of the Syndicate Sisters, because they perform with their daughters. So that's exciting, that we not just are polishing our skills, our acts, but that we are constantly building and working for the next generation of creatives coming along, seeing this is possible. And if we keep doing, we keep building, we keep growing, we keep doing more, so that excites me.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. So it's and like what you're saying about kickstarting, also people that maybe haven't been on stage for a while, maybe that because an artist always needs Nikki will know this as well. The artist always needs that little bit of encouragement. You need that response.
Yeah.
You need people, come on, you can do this. You want to come on and do another show. You can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, but I did the last show and no.
You keep trying,
Go.
you keep pushing, you
Go.
keep writing, you keep working, you keep polishing your act and polishing your skill, and the more you do and come back, the more you grow.
Yeah, it's true.
Like none of us can say that we have the same audience member that we had when you did your first performance.
Never.
If I look back, I have to laugh and share. So Nob shared earlier on her first National Arts Festival experience. We were sharing the tent. we were sharing the tent, and we were cold, and we cried together that night. We were like, why are we here? And fast forward, I think it's going for its 20th year this year, where we look back and we're like, why do we do this to ourselves?
insane.
We love it. We
You're
love the
still there.
arts, and we love growing it. And it's such an incredible, just reflecting and looking back on how far we've come. And that first audience member, I'm pretty sure we need to find those two people who fell asleep in our show and be like, come, we'll do another one and see, it's not the same. Things change, things grow, and the fact that we can grow along with it is just, it's always exciting.
But you've got to go through those
You have
times.
to. Can you remember your first show,
Oh,
Gino?
man, Veronique, I remember some bad ones. Let me tell you, I was fortunate enough that I was in a part of a bigger shows. I came from the drumming. I was always drumming. I was always playing with the band. And but some of the comedy shows, man, one time a guy I always have a story where I was dressed up as, you know, in the early days, you do whatever the events person says.
Yeah.
You say, no, I want you dressed as a jester. You must come in as a guy, bells on my head and big shoes and a nose and whatever else. I was going to come and do this funny song. Okay. Just before I get on stage, literally the doors are about to open. The guy says, no, sorry, we are going to have quickly a 2-minute silence for one of the staff members that has passed away. So they literally have 2 minutes silence. But before I come in, they says, okay, you can sit down. Wow! That was a disaster.
I'm sorry.
You know,
but
Nick, it's fun.
It's fine.
We learn.
We learn.
We live and learn.
Yeah, we live and learn. It is
We'll
sure.
leave that go down and get out of my soul. Yeah, and the other places, you know, shows where you go on the stage and everyone's in the bar still. So they're in another room. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm here this
Stage over here, show over here.
Yeah, oh, we don't want to come there now. We got a beer here. When you are less valuable than a beer, then you know what. Then you know.
Yeah. Yes, see.
But Rick, I mean, so I mean, you also are you PE born and bred as well? Then?
PE born
Really,
and bred,
I love PE.
everything. Yes, I've moved out of this city, and listen,
Okay.
I love it so much. I came back. Yeah,
Where were you in Cape Town?
I was in Cape Town for a bit, spent some time there. I
God,
wasn't there for long, and
Oh,
then,
you
and then Stuart Taylor said, "Come, let's go on
Stuart.
tour." And then we went on tour.
Dude.
I also spent some time in Joburg,
Yeah.
big city.
Yeah.
So right, I come terug.
But you've had. I mean, Stuart was one of the big names that you've worked with as well. I think you worked with. I mean, Dalen was amazing. That was also another one that you worked with as well. Dalen's a great guy.
Yeah,
Um,
I've pretty much worked with all the comedians.
yeah, it was just about
Like
anyone.
if we look at because we also have generations of the
Yeah,
comedians,
yeah,
like the older folk, going as far back as Uncle Baz.
Yeah, Baz.
and
Mark
then
Luttrell.
and then the next
Yeah.
generation and the next. Some of the young oaks that are upcoming.
Yeah.
I've worked with some of the young guys, and
Anyone-
it's exciting to
Anyone
see.
that you spotted? Anyone that you quite like? And
Yes, and he's actually also he's moved to Cape Town,
yeah.
and he recently won one of the newcomer awards.
Wow.
Caleb. He was from P. He did a few things
Okay.
in P before he moved to Cape Town.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay. So
I'm watching him. I'm watching him. It's interesting to see how because there's not usually a regular gig where they can say, okay, I want to try my things out. But
Yes.
also there are guys doing some things for comedy in the city.
Yes, well, Chantel's
Yes,
got the
and
comedy
they are
thing going.
trying and they are moving,
Yeah.
and it's encouraging to see that they are putting in the work. They are
Yeah.
putting in the work.
One
Yeah.
of Grace from Fat Cats, one of her guys is he came to me and he said, how about where can I do like an open mic or something? Was
Yeah.
to try some comedy, and I directed him to, and he's had a go. I think he's had a go with Chantel. So if you're interested in comedy as well, you can have a go.
Yeah.
It's comedy is terrifying,
Yes.
you know.
But once you've got
especially
it, you've got it.
Once you've got a set at least that you can try and work it. But to get going with something, it's a big dive. You know, you got to get on a big diving board, and then it's
Yeah.
like St. George's Park there, the diving board. I don't know if you guys are old enough to actually experience that diving board.
Yes.
Nikki, over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you think like, but once you've done it once, then you're like up and down and up and down.
Yeah. Once
Same.
it bites and you can you keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything that we need to know about this festival? Tell us.
You can log on to www.Mandela Bay Arts Festival, which is the cam. That's so by cameras.
Yes,
It's that one. It's that
yes,
one.
Yes.
mbaf.coza, right? That's the link. When you go to the website, there is a beautiful program listed with all of the things that you need to book your ticket for whichever genre. We've got jazz, we've got comedy, we've got music, we've got dance workshops. So if you go onto the program, click the genre cabaret that you're most interested in, and then we can have a look at the calendar and can get you tickets. Come and support. It's local creative talent. And yes, dis op 'n
Floetic fun
skilboard.
foods.
Dis op 'n skilboard. There's so much on offer. So I really just want to encourage anyone who's going to be sharing the link of this live, anyone who's going to be liking or just commenting there, sharing love, share this far and wide with as many people, because weet julle wat, PE se mense like sê daar's niks wat gebeur in PE nie. But I want to tell you tonight here on Gino's spot, hier by Gino's tafel,
Nee.
there's enough happening, and we are doing the things, and we'll keep doing the things, and we'll keep sharing the things with you as long as you support. So thank you for your support.
Fantastic, Ranique. Give me the high five.
High five,
Yes,
Dr.
baby.
Gino.
Okay, so that's it. And that'll be for tonight. Thank you so much, Ranique, the guys. Thomas Little and Nikki and Funeka, thank you so much for coming, guys. And thank you to our sponsors for Chinese. They've been sponsoring us for many years now. Since the beginning, since the top, they've been great. And we need more corporates to get involved in if you're watching and you're part of a corporate, make sure you get involved in the MBUF, because we need to grow the city. We need to grow it any way we can.
Yeah.
And this is a fantastic initiative. Three of them now, fourth year, third show. Let's make this one happen.
Yes.
And so thank you so much for coming on, guys. Thank you for your time. It's been fantastic. Festivals, Eastern Cape still. We're always in the Eastern Cape. The Kenton Wine Festival.
Oh, lekker.
The bietjie wyn, jy weet. So we're going to talk about that with Justin Wilmot. He's the guy that had ice cream, the Dulce ice cream,
Yes.
ice cream. They started that company, and the pies, the Beaver's pies, I think they did as well for a long time too. So that's the Wilmot family, proper Eastern Capers as well.
En pineapples ook, nee, die pineapples
The
ook.
pineapples,
Yes,
and the
yes.
pineapple, yes, they do. You get the pineapple moves.
Oh, how so you?
Yeah, this is the Fichinese pineapples. It helps the penguins in the bay, our bay.
Look at that.
Oh, there's another thing I saw. There was a ship in the bay. There was a big warship in the bay. It was keeping away all the scallops. You see that? So they're keeping away the scallops. No more pollution in the bay because the warship's in there. I like that. I like it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining
Cheers,
us.
Gino.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week, Tuesday, 6:30. Make sure you do it.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your mental. Have a Gino shot.